the world would like farms, you know, to be small, for us to wear plaid shirts, maybe even have a piece of wheat sticking out of our mouth. And that's not just the world. There's people in agriculture and other farmers that believe that too. Now, we decided that wasn't who we were going to be. In fact, I kind of believe that, you know, if you treat farming as a way of life, it's actually a pretty bad business. But if you treat farming as a business, it can be a really good way of life. So that was the method that we decided to grow our operation. If you walk in the office at my farm, I've got a big mural hanging on the wall, and it says, at the top, it just has legacy in chrome writing, and then the statement underneath it is that, you know, our legacy will be to leave the land, the financial statements, our community, and the industry in a better state than the generation we took it over from. And I believe all of those things tie into sustainability. If you only build your financial statements, but the land and the community and the industry go backwards, the industry is not more sustainable, nor is your farm by the end of the time you're done your generational transfer. If we can move all of those things at the same time though, financials, land, your community, and the industry, then I think we've done our job to leave the next generation in a more sustainable position than we took it over. We've been zero-till for a number of years, 25 at least. We've been big supporters of technologies such as sectional control to reduce input usage and variable rate to make sure our nutrients are in the exact right spots. We've done lots of work around fall crops and starting to dabble in cover crops. A little bit tougher in Canada because we have 8 feet of frost and 2 feet of snow for 6 months of the year, which is why I'm a pretty big believer in we can have international goals when it comes to soil health and sustainability and climate change, but we really need to tailor it to local solutions and have the data to prove what practices are actually reaching the outcomes we want. The more I learn about the soil and interpret data about it, the less I realize we understand. We've done a pretty good job in agriculture of understanding everything that takes place above the soil, i.e. a very yield-based outcome approach the last 20, 30, 40 years. We haven't done a really good job of understanding the 4 feet of soil that's growing our crop. And I mean, with our weather stations, we're now measuring root growth and the pulling of water down to 4 feet into the ground, and my canola crop's wicking water or pulling water out of the ground by the end of June 4 feet below the surface. So I think that's a new area that we really do need investment, is to better understand exactly what our soil is doing to help produce the outcome we want, which is healthy, nutritious food. Obviously, I believe that agriculture is an outcome or a positive solution to the world of carbon. My worry is that if the policies that go into place are all practice-based, i.e. if you are zero-till or if you use nitrogen inhibitors, it's not necessarily the best thing for each region, nor have we proved it. So most of our work in carbon currently is since we've had soil tests for 30 or 40 years in 4-acre grids. We've broken that down into 1-acre grids, went right down to 4 feet deep and done bulk density and carbon burn-offs, and we're starting to be able to prove what each practice in our operation is actually sequestering for carbon, and a net positive benefit, obviously, to the industry and to the world. So our goal is to really use the data to prove the outcomes so that policy and carbon credits can really be what we want them to, and that's to hit net zero, and that it really could turn into a money inflow into agriculture.